Hello and welcome back to Vampire Survivors. Tonight I'm going to hopefully unlock the last few characters, and I'm going to be upfront. I had to look up how to unlock the last few, because a lot of these secrets were a little esoteric. I mean, some of these aren't too bad. I could probably figure out the library and the tiny bridge one on my own. However, what I can't figure out on is uppercut the non-red reaper, and sometimes just need help. Yeah, for better or for worse, I had to look these up. I'm sorry, but it seems that's the only one. Let's see here. This one in particular, I'm probably going to have to use the code to unlock. There we are. Apologies since that's a bit brute forcing, but there's only so much I can do about that. That's just since that one was pretty esoteric. I don't think I'd have been able to figure it out on my own otherwise. But let's try playing as them, or, trouser. Read up. Cold fever lasts longer. And let's start on the tiny bridge. Two opposing factions, and this is a 20-minute stage. Okay, I can go with that. Start with any weapon I want. So I need something that goes horizontally. Honestly, Celestial Dusting might be ideal here. These weapons get an additional amount. Prismatic Missile. Is there another merchant here? Yeah, there is. Well, it doesn't upgrade. The Carello does hit the horizontally, and that's precisely what I need at the moment. I guess the attract orb might not be a bad option. I guess like using the next 3 for the Spellstrom upgrade wouldn't be a bad idea. Celestial Dusting. Oh my, that's a sword there. Carellos. They're getting bigger. Yeah, this is even more horizontal than the library. Okay, here we are, getting some good XP here now. Carello. The stronger the Carello is, I think the more I can clean these guys out. Again, it's one that doesn't upgrade, but I think I should be able to make it work. Spell Stream. Only one more component left. Bracer is a pretty good accessory since the Carello is going to move a lot faster this way. Celestial Dusting. strawberry syrup. As soon as I upgrade the Celestial Dusting, I can get some healing off of it, so I think that's going to be within my best interest. That reminds me, what's the expansion item that uses it? Okay, the Clover. I should have gotten the Clover then, but it's not a big deal, I guess. Come on, there we are. Sounds good to me. I guess the Clover is also good, just for luck. XP time. Crown. Perfect. I can now upgrade Prismatic Shard. Yeah, this map is extremely narrow and hard to position on, but I think I can handle it. Prismatic Missile. Ink. No. Gemini. Oh, interesting. The Party Popper and the Snakes also get a counterpart. But not quite what I'm looking for. Good Season, Heart of Fire, Twilight Requiem. Disco of Gold. Excellent. There we go. I need to get the XP up, the crown up, so that I can upgrade the Prismatic Shard, but otherwise I'm in good shape. Works for me. Yeah, I need to upgrade the crown to get the prismatic shard upgraded. Yeah. As soon as I grab it, they all went after me. But luckily, the celestial dusting is wrecking them pretty hard. I guess this is a permanent bridge and doesn't open up. I thought maybe it would open up if I went one direction. Although I guess I could keep going and see. Smashy, smashy. Here. Flash arrow. I want that, but I need the last component of the spell. Let's banish the whip. We're not going to go with that under any circumstances, so I'll just banish it. Raiju enemies. Carello. Stars are starting to fall on me again. It's just like the Gallo Tower. Ooh, the yokai are here too. Interesting. I don't remember if this is from the first expansion or not, honestly. Here to spell string. And there we are. We have all the components. Now, then I can focus on the millionaire. Come on. Since this is so narrow, it's pretty dangerous since I don't have much to run, but it also means if I can fill the corridor with the path, not the corridor, the path with the flowers, I should be able to win just by damage alone. That's one durable sword, but I guess I can't be surprised. I mean, it's a sword. Of course it's durable. Just a free clover, huh? You know, let's get the stone mask. We're getting a lot of gold anyway, might as well. This character is definitely designed to get some gold since he gets bonuses to greed. Bracer to speed it up, all the projectiles. I think making the flowers faster actually helps a lot. More than I realized, actually. I also noticed there's no, rings or medalglios here. Interesting. Bad groove. You know what, sure. I probably didn't need Mad Season if we're completely honest, but what can I say? It's just so convenient. Sword Dancers should be a lot easier to handle. Oh no, they're being a bit tougher than I expected. Maybe I should have gotten the healing upgrade. Well, I guess it's not a huge deal. I am healing a lot from the Celestial Dusting, plus all the floor chickens. Come on. Spell strike him. Ooh. There we are, we finally got the Luminaire upgrade. Oopsie. Revive. Let's go again. Have some mercy. We got some mercy invincibility, so best take advantage. Oh dang, yeah, the sword masters hit like a truck. Spell strike. Okay, phew, that saved me. Okay, no, it didn't. Dang it, I was... Well, that's a lie. I wasn't doing well at all. Nonetheless, we did get a feel for him. Yeah, I want to start with 1,000 knives here. Alright, we'll go here in Tiny Bridge. This one. Enables critical hits and doubles overall critical damage. Sounds good to me. Oh yeah, this is actually being quite helpful to clear out the crowd. Sure, a silver wind wouldn't hurt. Some extra damage would be good. Just more and more damage. I'm just traveling along the path. Bracer's tempting, but I should probably get the victory sword for clearing these guys out. Here we are. I definitely want the XP boost since this is only a 20-minute mission. Actually, I should probably, since I already looked up the other one, maybe I should look up this just to be safe. Let's see here. Huh. It says here I was already doing it right. Alright. Guess I need to trust in my instincts more than I thought. I generally just start in this direction because, well, you start out facing it. And I guess growing up on old school platformers back when they were actually new school platformers, there's a means just going this direction when I... Oh, this comes naturally to me. Ooh, free maxed out duplicator then. I really want the prismatic missile, but I don't have room for it. Not until I finish upgrading the spell strum. Spell strike. Oh, what's this? An Arcana. Sorabe of Healing. I probably want this. This will, after all, guarantee that I'll survive more easily. But yeah, projectile speed impacts how well this works. Yeah, projectile speed impacts how well the fire breath works, so... With it so slow, it just doesn't go anywhere. Well, at least I'm a nice wall of blades right now, so I can just waltz on through. Might as well make sure the spinach is up here so that I keep my damage up. As we saw, enemies get quite durable as the timer starts moving up. Victory sword. Ooh. Spell strike. Free spell strike level, don't mind if I do. Yeah, the crits are helping. Ooh, spell stream. Okay, there we are. We have all the components. Yeah, I think the Arcana giving me crits is doing a lot to help me out here. Come on. Oh. Thank you, Bunmaribo, but the vampire's in another coffin. Okay. Scoregione joins the survivors. spell stream. Might as well max out the the spinach so that my damage scales as best as it can. Brown. Oops. I meant to grab that after, but whatever. Spell stream. It's almost ready to upgrade. I think we're in good shape then. Spell stream. Okay, good. That's all of them. Disco of gold. Sounds good to me. Alright, once the upgrades... Oh, yep, spell stream. keep going through here. I must say, the music's been a lot more catchy for this game than I was expecting. I mean, I started with a few favorites, but it really feels like it's come a long way. Might as well banish what I don't expect to want. Come on, keep going. I don't have the materials for the flash arrow this time around, unfortunately. I don't like how durable these big bats are, but it looks like they're falling apart to my needles, to my 1,000 knives. Come on, let's go. Getting the point's getting silly. Unfortunately, I don't think the Summon Knight is actually going to be very useful because of how narrow the pathways for this particular map are. Dear, stuff to talk about, stuff to talk about. I'm trying not to stress too much over what story or long-term game to play next, but I'm also admit I'm a bit at a loss. I've got a handful I'm choosing between, don't get me wrong, but I guess I've always been fairly indecisive. That's kind of why I try not to have too much of a specific schedule. Well, I want to make sure I'm doing what I'm feeling at that moment rather than just forcing myself to stick to a game even if I'm not too big on it. Like, I was genuinely hoping to like a game like Cannibal Crossing a lot more than I actually did in the end. I mean, there's a lot of characters and a lot of playstyles in there I could have done to make it last a little longer if I wanted, but I just wasn't feeling it. Meanwhile, this game I felt pretty attached to right away in comparison, and that's why I've been sticking to it even when I'm not necessarily required to, or if I'm not in the mood for anything specific, I just pop this one. And of course, so there's a handful I could go back to if I felt like it, although I don't want to... I probably shouldn't name the names just because I don't want to feel like I'm promising something I may not actually get the mood for. Here we are. Come on. Oh, crap. I don't like those swords coming after me. Nor do I like those flying gargoyles because they're usually a bit more durable than your average enemies are. Victory sword. Well, I guess stacking crits isn't a bad thing. Crit, crit, crit. Hmm. Oh, prismatic missile. This is what I was waiting for specifically. Okay, that's gonna feel good once I max it out, if I get the time for it. That is only a 20-minute map, so I'm probably not going to be able to max out Prismatic Missile like I was hoping. Still, it's not bad at all as a weapon. I like it. Yeah, some good levels of Prismatic Missile now. Alright, here we are. One minute left until we win. Singularity. Alright, the Spellstorm is slowly getting stronger. Less than a minute. I do like the little spinny thing the swords do. I don't like that they're so durable, though. There we go. Whew, there we go. Cash in the revives and continue on. There we are. Gains a hidden lightning ring every 8 levels, maximum 6. It also fires when losing health. Okay, so the whole goal with that guy is become Zeus. Good to know. Alright, secrets. What's left? Tangible only inverted library. Good friends might then show the way. Sometimes you need to ask for help. The fact this one's just blatantly ask for help, I think is supposed to be ask the community or something, so I'm just going to check the Vampire Survivors wiki here. See how this goes. Let's see here. Alright. First unlock X-Dash and Toasty. I have those two. Alright, so let's see here. Alright, whatever is it worked. Shadow Servant. Alright, looks like I got the unlock. I don't want the weapons that fire. I definitely want... I was planning to wait till the next pentagram explosion to go for it, but I guess at level 1 that's not going to be very often. I just don't want to risk accidentally deleting those last few items, especially since one of them is indeed the skull needed to upgrade pentagrams, so yeah. Okay, here we are. Adds additional revivals, might as well. I don't think anything in here is particularly likely to kill. Okay, good. That's exactly what I needed, so now I can just head on up and be safe for the next good while. Let's see here. I guess if people are interested, I can always talk a bit more about the stuff that's been going on in my Pathfinder campaign. We only meet once a week, so it's moving a little... Well, it's moving at a decent pace, I guess. It's not... Probably one of those things best not rushed anyway. I did finally work out how the character's build is going to be going. As a reminder, I am running a... let's see here. It's in the Pathfinder system. It's an Undine sorcerer with the power of... who specializes in water elemental magic. So, very specialized. No, I don't seriously expect all those massive bonuses when in or around water to actually matter very much, especially since, as it turns out, the campaign we're in is primarily in a desert biome. Not to say there aren't others. There's a few other stuff like cities and forests here and there, but, yeah. I mostly just wanted to figured I should pick a theme and go for it. And I honestly don't regret it. Ah, darn it. Well, the good news is the mini-boss died, but the bad news is I lost the upgrade. But such is the danger when you select the pentagram, and theoretically, since it produces even more experience crystals once it gets upgraded, it'll make up for the ones it lost earlier. And to be fair, I think that's fairly easy, especially since if you get it early, you're only going to be missing out on low-tier ones. But it still sucks, especially if you lose a chest, since those are in short supply, especially for a mission that's only 15 minutes long in total. Yeah, more duplicator to duplicate everything. I guess I also have to be careful about some parts because, understandably, if I were to go into my character's full backstory here, it's not technically something that's been coming up in the campaign. While I don't believe anyone from there watches my streams, I'm not sure if I should be dropping that sort of thing. Oh, nice, we didn't lose the items this time. Still, I guess I could talk a bit about the party as a whole. Let's get some gold here. Well, aside from my character, the Sorcerer, we have ourselves an Oracle, which I have no idea... Now, apparently it's one of the more original classes to Pathfinder. I had no idea what they are. They sound kind of Paladin or Cleric-like, since they seem to be heavy armor, specialized in support, divine magic, and generally pretty tanky. So, they seem to have complications like a curse of some sort. We also have ourselves a Shifter. They change into various forms to change their fighting style. Lately, ours has been favoring a direwolf form, I think it was. I honestly probably should have saved this, but whatever. I lost a bit, but I really did need the levels for the pentagram. Ultimately, the sooner the pentagram maxes its level, the better. Because the sooner I upgrade it, the better off it'll be. It's a good weapon, don't get me wrong. It's just that it's one of those weapons you absolutely want to upgrade sooner rather than later. But hey, at least unlike the cats, it's not actively... It can be somewhat detrimental, but it doesn't actively harm you in the literal sense, because that actually deals damage to you. The cats actually deal damage to you. I guess since I have it anyways, might as well get the Song of Mana along with it. Oh right, I have the item that upgrades the Song of Mana. So yeah, that was really worth it for me. And the last one is an Alchemist, which apparently that's a very complicated class. So I guess you can tell, two of them are new. Me and the Shifter, and the other two are more experienced. And also I think that's why I had an easier time joining up this particular group. I had some interest, but I was worried that, you know, join a new player with a bunch of experienced ones means they'd have to slow down and give me the tutorials and stuff, and all that, and that's, yeah, I was worried they'd just be slowing themselves down just for my sake, and I don't want to feel like I'm in the way, but the fact there's already a new player meant they'd have to be slowing down and tutorializing for that already, so it doesn't feel that rough. Plus, I already know at least some of the people involved, so... Oh yeah, 4 seasons might be worth it. Here. Shadow Servant is now maxed out. Now I just need to max out the skull, and it'll be good. It'll be within my best interest to try and focus the Song of Mana as well, since they both use the same accessory to upgrade. Flash Arrow is probably worth it, since that also requires quite a few components. So basically what I'm getting here is I need to focus on the weapons over the accessories, unless it's a skull, I guess. Let's see here. And of course, the pentagram deletes the chest. I guess it's not a big deal. That time it didn't delete anything, although I still hate that I lost the chest. But at least now it's starting to get better and better chances of not deleting something important. As I said, I'm definitely at the point I want to be focusing the weapon upgrades above all else. Especially since these fish guys are actually pretty durable. I guess I can give some broad strokes about my character without revealing the full backstory. When I found out the full party was using male characters, I figured, I guess I'll play a female one here just to get some variety in. I've kind of made her specifically with the intent of having her fit in regardless of what kind of party we end up with. I guess making the effects last longer wouldn't hurt. Now, I do know a lot of people worry about alignment and stuff, but I just made her personality first and kind of worked around it. Figure she's serious, practical, and she's not afraid to smile. Well, if it does, well, but she's also kind of the, she's kind of the type of person to keep her eye on the goal. Focusing on keeping the Party in good shape. Let's see here. It did work out. The Oracle comes from a merchant family and has done some shady deals, but... And I lose yet another chest, of course. But he does seem to be genuinely... does seem to be a genuine person. He just kind of, Instagram, please. There we go. Ah, good, we didn't lose it that time. Yeah. He's a genuine person, even if it can be hard to tell sometimes. He's also very practical and usually justifies things with a very practical reason over an emotional one, which of course my character appreciates. The shifter is very impulsive. He doesn't really have much filter, which is annoying in that he sometimes gets the party in trouble, but this also means he doesn't really have a hidden side or secret agenda or anything like that. He's pretty much exactly what he is on the surface, and there's definitely something to appreciate in just being open and being yourself, you know? And the Alchemist, he doesn't have any kind of complex backstory or anything. He just comes from a large family, has some... Ooh, nice, more rings here. Ooh, but it's starting to get a little durable here. Ooh, we have the upgrades. Can I get the healing? It's a lot of healing. Is anything ready for upgrade? Not yet, and that's kind of annoying. Skullomaniac. And Hollow Heart. Oh, darn it. Oh, but I have a revive left. Song of Mana, Song of Mana, Song of Mana. And there we are. I think this one should allow me to win. The Ophion. Phew, I'm starting to get these en masse now. I definitely need to get more health and all that. Our team's a bit unconventional, but our GM seems to be giving us some leeway at least. But then again, I guess it's to be expected with new players that things aren't always going to go swimmingly. Okay, phew, the roughest enemies are gone, so... Mag Missile. Oh, wonderful, that's an... Tractor Orb up. Right. Then again, I guess it's hard to tell exactly how much leeway the GM's actually giving and how much of it is just we were actually getting lucky. Because we already have had a number of close calls. Like, let's see here. Something that wouldn't be a spoiler even if it would be interesting but not a spoiler. Let me think. I guess at one point, our team ended up with a drink that the Fey folk were quite fond of. But only 3 of us were present at the time of giving it a try. The Alchemist won. We were given both a Fortitude and Mind roll. Save roll. Will save roll. No, yeah. Will is mind, Fortitude is body, if I remember right. So, yeah. The Alchemist won both, so basically just straight up wasn't impressed by its offerings. I mean, yeah, it was alright, but... The Oracle passed the Fortitude, but not the Will save, so it was seeing, basically... He is seeing stars. But, my character failed both, including a natural 1. So she was basically blackout drunk and on another effing planet. It was pretty hilarious. I thought maybe I should keep some around because, you know, it's kind of funny seeing one of the more serious party members completely out of it like that. But the next session, it took a dark turn, actually, because when the time came to sober up or get a hangover, I got more natural 1s for my checks. So, yeah, you know that meme where it's where a plastic bag takes 1,000 years to break down, but I only need one afternoon? That's kind of the case. Because holy crap, that was, she was pretty much falling apart, both physically and mentally. Ooh, we're almost at 15 minutes. I don't think I'm gonna get any more upgrades, but you know what, I think this is fine. So yeah, suffice to say, after that, she ended up needing outside help to get through it. And suffice to say, I'm pretty sure she's never gonna want to look at the stuff again after that. Ooh, nice. Excellent. Actually, speaking of Fey folk, the party did actually run to them and piss them off at one point. Let's just say we were fighting both each other and the situation for this time, because we were blaming each other for the problems, and it only got worse for a bit. Character ended up with some permanent changes. But apparently that's pretty normal. Well, we won. And we'll just cash in our revives here, I think. Excellent. Oh, that right, I unlocked all those, so it's just the secret. Tangible only in the inverted library. Well, first things first, Toasty! Yeah, apparently according to the wiki here, this character's name is in fact a reference to Mortal Kombat, and that's what Uppercut the Reaper is, because an uppercut with a certain input would get the Toasty thing going on. So much potential. The quirky white bear, Smith 4. So it says inverted inlaid library. Luck bonus, gold bonus, but enemies are much stronger. Very dangerous. Let's do it. I should probably... I've already looked this up, so let's see here. Let's double check here. I guess we'll, alright. Oh, this one's actually fairly complicated if this is accurate. Alright, so I know how to do this, but it's going to take some work. Well, I'm here to unlock last things, and yeah, I found out the gimmick this character has only 1 HP, but eventually becomes absurdly powerful. So I probably want to start with Awakening to make this easier. Yeah, see what I mean? A single mistake, I'm dead. However, I remember this is enough for a level in most cases. Ebony Wings, excellent. Oopsie. Well, this is why I got 3 extra revives. Yeah, I forgot. I don't have the luxury of clipping something here. I have to kill. King Bible. That said, I probably will need to get this going here then. Although, yeah, these enemies are a bit too tough. I should probably have done this with someone who's a lot well, it's whatever. If I die, I die. You know, we'll go with the full weapon upgrades. King Bible. Empty Tome. Lower the cooldown so that the King Bibbles will show up more often, please. Darn it. Pretty sure I don't have... That's my last one, so... Duplicator. More attacks. Ah, damn it. Yeah, that was too much for a character with 1 HP. I should probably use X dash for this instead. If I'm gonna be using the bird, I mean. So, inverse inlaid library. And we'll get Blood Astronema so I can slowly... So I start with an direct AoE. Yeah, that's what I was kind of what I was afraid of. King Bible, yes, 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 please, 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 please. I know one thing I can buy that'll help out this a lot, actually. Golden Egg, skip, pick a card, gain an extra Arcana of this run. Oh, okay. I was kind of hoping to get the Celestial Duster, but this can actually help me quite a bit. More revivals. Duplicator. And I actually do want to keep an eye out for Pichone in this run. I guess I'd rather banish than waste. It's a shame I don't get an upgrade, but if it's not going to give me something I can use, I'd rather get rid of something I'd rather not see for this run. I guess if I could have gotten Torna's Box and the Victory Sword and used that to clear it with, but that's a bit iffy, I think. Alright, it says I need to go far to the right. Like, really far. Alright, so my final slots are all taken. Spell string. I need all the spell strum components as well as the Pichone for this. Biddle. No point in holding off on it. I want to grab the upgrade immediately. Ooh, wonderful. This is cleaning house rather easily. Evo. Spell strike. I need the XP here. If this mission fails again, I'll just use a character who's already really high leveled. or I'll just use the Queen Sigma to guarantee the victory. Spell Strike. King Bible here. Summon Knight tempting, but again, all my weapon slots are spoken for, given the build I want to use here. Thank God, I probably should have even grabbed the Gemini, because the two birds actually benefit from that. Yeah, I could really use the... I need to get the Spellbinder or the book, the Empty Tome. Excellent. Healing boosted. No, let's not go near that. I don't want to fight the Guardians or anything right now. I just want to beeline to unlock what I believe is the final character. A little cheap, I admit, but to my credit, I waited to... No, I did look up a decent amount before I went to the expansion stuff. Mostly for the more esoteric... Again, mostly for esoteric ones. Because I'm pretty sure Toasty and Smith I'd never have figured out if I didn't look it up. I'm gonna just be honest and say that now. Though granted, I think Smith was specifically intended to foster a community thing by having the details require being shared by others, because I don't think it's possible to figure that out without outside help. The code that I put in, I mean. It's not like it's the Konami code or something rather well known. Like with some of the Tunic puzzles, it's definitely something they intended for you to consider connecting with the community over. Although granted, that one you could do with... No, Tunic was a bit more designed like Zelda, the original Zelda. So maybe that's not a bad example. Still, that was a game I did like playing off-stream, and I'm glad I did have something to do off-stream. I'd forgotten it's... Sometimes it's easy to forget that it's good to do some stuff off-stream as well. That's why for Age of Wonders 4 I made it clear I'm allowed to play this game off-stream if I'm just in the mood for it without having to have the camera on, so to speak. Wings. And I really liked how the other bird came rather quickly with the other character, but here, Pichone just doesn't feel like showing up, apparently. I haven't been worrying too much about accessories, I've just been focusing on weapons and the items that upgrade purely with weapons. So again, Empty Tome would have been a nice one, but again, it's not showing up. Spell stream. Okay, good. The Spell Strike, those are all maxed out now. Ebony Wings are maxed out. Oh, phew. Let's see a reroll. Gemini. Spell Stream. Alright, we have another component here. Okay, good. That was exactly the item I needed. Attract Orb. Perfect. Ooh, candy box. I know precisely what I'm missing. Pichone. And here we are. Ooh, 2 chests. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, I figured those upgrades would be good even if I can't evolve anything yet. Track Orb up. Now I do have if you're wondering why I'm not leveling up Pichoni too much, oh crap. It's because the guide here says the birds will help, but not if they are upgraded, so keep them as uncombined. Oh excellent, spell stream's almost maxed. Alright, well my damage is increasing thanks to the, ooh, excellent. Maxed out now. The next we'll combine them in the spell strum. This will be good. Spellbinder up. Oh, I probably should have gotten the Spellbinder, but the Attract Orb I just wanted up. Come on. Come on. Alright, Medusa's here. Come on. Empty tome. Perfect. That's precisely what I've been after. Yeah, I need to level up the empty tome sooner rather than later. Ooh. Perfect, the spell strum is complete. Wonderful. Now, let's see here, what else to talk about? Three levels sound good to me. Here. Guess I could go more into the Pathfinder adventures, but I don't want to bore people with the entire plot, especially when it's so off. Well, I guess it's because of the nature of Vampire Survivors. It's pretty normal to go off topic in discussion. So I guess if people really want, I'm fine with it. But it's quite a tale. Or rather, it'd be a lot. Although I will say, oh, wonderful. Since what happens from session to session... Oh, crap. 5. Let's get some spinach here, just to increase my overall damage. Since I found... We do recap of the story of each session to make sure everyone's on the same page, but I found I was having trouble forgetting, so I decided to make a sort of recap, a journal of sorts. Then when I thought about it, I thought, ooh, maybe I could make it from the character's own perspective. And that does make sense. It's a lot easier for me to remember stuff that happens specifically to my character, like the adventures with 108 bokeh, extra state. Let's see here. Difference between curse and luck. Alright, 108 bokeh seems good for this character, actually. Huh, looks like this guy's, glad I got the Spellstorm in time. Yeah. So yeah, it's also been a good character writing piece for me to try and get that sort of thing going. Helps me get into the character's head so I know what to do. Obviously, sometimes there's a situation where, oh crap. But I have revives. Yeah, there's sometimes a situation where the character would do something I'm not sure if I would, but hey, that's part of the deal. Is Caliber. Gotta hope I can do this fast enough. Otherwise, I'm bringing one of my, I'm bringing Queen or one of the other overpowered characters. In particular, I think it's the ghosts that are causing me problems. Those deal ridiculously high amounts of damage. Oh, wait, okay. There we are. Yeah, stay away from the explodey things. Ah. Alright. If that's how you want to play it, game. Soul solution. Ah. Torna's box. Yeah. Ebony, Crimson, Gemini. These weapons come with a counterpart. I don't need the crown, I don't think. Attract orb. Yeah, you know, when I break out Queen Sigma, you know I'm through even remotely screwing around. Oh, dang, it took a moment to update. That's huge. I guess I should be upgrading Torna's Box first, though. Not only does it increase all my general stats, but it also adds Curse, which means more enemies, which means more XP. They're also more durable, which, granted, does kind of suck. Ooh, I want Empty Tome, absolutely. But Sigma's so strong, she doesn't need it. She must defeat X and Zero. Alright, Gemini also grants the twin part for the Fire Breath effect. Been a while since I've got it, and I'm glad I did. Once again, we should definitely focus the Torna's Box. More enemies means more XP, and that means the faster I'll level. Oh yeah, that's huge. Basically, the entire screen is mine, and it's only gonna get higher since I still have 2 levels left. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do, do-do, do-do, do-do-do. The queen cannot get eggs, so it doesn't matter whether I fight him or not. Maximum range. Holy crap, I forgot how big that can be for her. Dang. Yes, if enemy exists, they automatically take damage. That's pretty much what the AoE here means. See if I can't get Pichone. I do genuinely want that King Bible. But Pichone needs to take priority. Fine, Victor's Sword it is. Base damage in area up by 10%. Let's see here, what other stuff can I talk about? Fine, Empty Tome. Free Torna's Box works for me. Fine, Tornus box it is. Free level of Ebony Wings. Good for me. Nice sword isn't too bad, but are you serious? I mean, I guess I can max out Torna's box just for even more AoE. Yeah, basically, yeah, this is absolutely at a point of if enemy exists in the universe, they now take damage. Gotta love it. I really have to start banning things to make it show up, because that's looking more and more like that's in fact going to have to be the case. Yep, she can't collect the egg, but it's dead now. Pichone. Come on, come on. Empty tome to increase spam of the sword and birds. And the birds with, I forgot how much fun something that can benefit from Gemini. How much it is. Yeah, it's fun to Gemini with something that benefits from it. Excellent. Torna's box is now maxed out. Now I just need one more level of the sword, and I can grab that chest and upgrade it. Once I upgrade the Soul Survivor, this will be significantly easier. Victory Sword. Just a Pichone. Does it have to be a chest after I get all the materials? Because, yeah. Oh no, Torrance box is one more level, I forgot. That's a little annoying. Spinach for higher damage because I need to make sure my damage keeps up. Sure, King Bible. Haven't gotten in a while. But I still do like it, I really do. Empty tome at max, please, if you please. There we go, the soul solution. That explains why I thought it was Soul Survivor. It's Soul Solution, actually. Yeah, this is absolutely a case of can't see shit, Captain. Oh yeah. Right, I can't collect items while I'm in this position. Well, not the chest and such, but... Probably should grab the Night Sword simply because I have the materials to upgrade it, but for spinach... Ebony Wings. Stone Mask. Empty Tome. I'm pretty sure it should never end now. I'm pretty sure I have to beat this guy. Yeah, with everything having double the health, and even more thanks to Turna's box, I'm glad I decided to just use the nuclear option to make this work. Free King Bible level. Looks fine to me. spinach max out. So now I have plus 50% damage to all my attacks. Mirage Robe. Oh, let's do it. Mirage Robe. Oh, we killed it. Oh, they're on top of it. They're not pointing at the right one. Okay, the one they land on is correct, not the one their beaks are on. Oh dear. Wait, what am I worried about? I'm Queen Sigma. You guys, I'm not trapped in here with you guys. You guys are all trapped in here with me. Am I missing something here? One sec. Alright, I'm in a dark area with lots and lots of undead. Alright, so I just need to look at these question marks, I suppose. Even if I die, I've got a number of revives, so I should be in good shape, I think. Oh, here it is. Empty. Empty. Oh, I see. Time is frozen while I do this. Empty. Okay, that's good. So I'm not tied to the timer of the stage. I need to just find... guess I need to find the one that isn't empty. These guys aren't even dropping experience or anything, so... Empty. Yeah, the fact I go invincible every few seconds is really doing a lot to help me survive where I otherwise probably shouldn't. Empty. Empty. I guess I need to hurry. It says a lot when even Queen Sigma's HP is starting to get visibly dropped. Empty. Okay, good. I got some healing there. So I can see the coffin. I can't interact with it. Yeah, I can't interact with it until I'm solid again. Empty. Come on. Empty. Is it always the last one checked, or did I just get absurdly unlucky? Knowing this game could very easily be either one. This work? Ah, it's a boss fight. Unfortunately, hey buddy, you're fighting me after I got pissed off and decided I'm through even remotely screwing around, so you get to get obliterated by the queen. We got him. Thank you, Queen Sigma, but the vampire is in another coffin. Then who are you? Avatar Infernus joins the survivors. Interesting. Wait, does this still count as a win? So it looks like we're about to end the run, which is fine with me and all. I got what I wanted, but I hope it still counts as a win. Avatar. Starts with an extra Heart of Fire, grows stronger with every level, but also loses control. Music makes you lose control. Music makes you lose control. I have no idea what this is here, so no inverse, but we're gonna go somewhere else. Let's see here. What do I want? What do I want? Where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? Should probably check and see if it can upgrade, actually. 1 second. Here. Flames of Misspell. Huh. Wait, the Flames of Misspell does not get upgraded by the Heart of Fire Arcana. Are you serious? Why? Why would it not do that? Just doesn't make any sense. Whatever. Have some fun in the abyss then. It stares back. Oh, let's do it. So, what's your weapon here? It might be thematic to get Shadow Servant. Flames of Misspell is very clearly a reference to Flames of Moosespell, that being Muspelheim, Norse lore. It's a little cheap to look up the upgrade, but at the same time. No, we'll get Blood Astronomer then, yeah. Shadow Servant. He pretty much gets all of his Arcanas immediately. Might as well get Spinach up for boosted damage to just about everything. Free level to the Shadow Servant. Sounds good to me. I've noticed most of the weapons have some pun to the name and stuff. It's not bad. No worse than my dad jokes, anyway. Four seasons is fine. I was wondering why I'd use skip over banish, but I guess the time when I wanted to get all the spells from components and the bandolier components, but then failed to but I didn't want to max them out too early. But I didn't want to banish the item I was going to get later, but I also don't want to get and ruin my ability to get the full components to the upgrades, so. Candelabra, there we are. Candelabra, there we are, that should... Excellent, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. This is a very interesting weapon. It's also one from the vanilla game, I just technically was never able to get it, unfortunately. Mirage Robe, you know what, let's do it, get the Mirage Robe. Flames of Misspell. Here we go. Crown. If I intend to get that prismatic shard, I definitely want to get that sooner rather than later. Although I do want to be careful if I want to go for the, Get it? Here we are. I was thinking of maybe filling my slots and then picking up the items here, but most of them are stuff I already want or have. Free candelabra level sounds good to me. Duplicator, that's definitely one I can't get normally that I want here. It almost seems like a mini version of the fire breath item. Promising. Seems promising. There we are. Excellent. Free XP booster. Song of Mana. Oh well, that's definitely something I wanted. Duplicator times 2. I guess I get to compare it. Might as well max out the Stone Mask so it just plain stops showing up for me. Crown to get some faster experience. This will add up. The fact I'm maxing out the crown so early is going to really help, I think. I guess it was a little cheap to look up the item that's needed to upgrade it, but at the same time, I just think it's a good idea. Plus, with all the... This is the last of the unlocks out of the way, and with all those out of my way, that means I can focus entirely on just whatever I feel like playing at any given time. So I can focus less, no, well, what do I need to unlock next, and more, what am I just plain in the mood to play today? Oh my. Yeah, I do clearly need to be a lot more careful about, you know, taking damage. Ooh, excellent. Ophion. That's a really good one to get upgraded right away, that's for sure. The sooner I upgrade the Song of Mana, the sooner I can get that upgraded as well. Perhaps I should have gotten the... No, the Blood Astronema should apply to Song of Mana. Yeah, I should, anyways. Oh no, it's a Gemini that does, isn't it? Ah, frustrating. Well, I do need to max out the 4 seasons as well, because that's also in need of maxing out. Torna's box. It's a little risky for me to be getting more cursed items, especially since I'm so unfamiliar with this character, but... what can I say? I want this power. Song of Mana 8, okay. Good, it's now ready. Four seasons are up. Yeah, my AoE is huge right now, I love it. Torna's box is now maxed out, which means I can now get Ashes of Moose Spell, I think it is. I think think that's what it was called. Ooh. There we are. Exactly what I was after. Now, what is this? Ashes of Moose Spell. Oh, it is correctly spelled as Moose Spell now. The more enemies are defeated, the stronger it grows. Ah, so it's another scaling item. And it doesn't appear to stop firing at any point. Well, I approve of that. Huh, did I get a golden egg by accident? Mirage Robe. Probably should have stuck to a full fire build for this guy, but then I remembered I accidentally disabled most of them prior to the run, so whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Muspelheim. Oh man, 3 upgrades in 1. Now that's satisfying. Sure, why not? It's a little hard to see this guy now. I got tricked by my illusions. Right, that's what I liked about the Mirage Robe. It gives the enemies something to focus on that's not me. Summon Knight is now maxed. Gemini. Alright, what does it do for the Ophion then? Oh, there's a heal, interesting. Always a big coin bag, if you please. I can't see shit, Captain. Sure, why not? Ooh, Echo Knight upgrade, nice. Sure. Oh yeah, that guy, those bosses have melted. Finally, I got the Manaya. Whatever it is. I think I've got all the upgrades now. Oh, right, I still need to get the gold ring up. I can't see a thing right now. I can only hope I'm going the correct direction. For whatever direction can be correct in this area. Huh. Right, if I stand still at any point, my frame rate chugs along somehow. I don't know what the deal is there, but everything is just dying instantly. And of course, the more things die, the stronger my attacks get, so that's a thing. A thing to enjoy, I suppose. I just realized I almost have 100k kills just right here, right now. To think I used to need endless mode in order to properly do that. Well, I've certainly been enjoying my time with Vampire Survivors. I might still come back to it even now that I've unlocked everything. In fact, it might be fun to try a new combo here and there, but otherwise, I've got a handful of new games to look through for what the next streamed game is going to be. And I'll also probably try and figure out if I should do some more off-stream games just to, you know, cleanse the palate, so to speak. I usually have mobile games for that, but mobile games have their limits. See here, I better find something that might take a bit of time to talk about because we still have 15 minutes left in this run. I will say this is definitely one of those games where my favorite character is probably going to be changing with my mood fairly regularly because quite a few of them have interesting quirks or stand out. First expansion definitely had a lot of really neat character gimmicks and weapons in particular, but the second one definitely had a step up in terms of, well, not just terms of what the expansion brought, but also how they handled it, since it had a whole new set of boss fights and stuff. Even told a little story with basically assembling the Academy kids, having them mess around with something they're not supposed to, and unleashing a great monster that they then have to be rescued from. Yeah, I can barely see anything. I couldn't even see the chest there very well until I looked. Although granted, I will admit streamer blindness seems to be a thing for me, especially, and it can be especially bad in games where it should be obvious. I swear I never realized how bad streamer blindness was until I actually started streaming, because there's a lot of stuff I swear I'd get normally, but don't the moment the camera turns on. It's plotting against me, I swear. Here. I suppose life ramblings can also work, but I guess there's just not much to talk about. I mean, I do think I'm already, even with stuff outside, I think I already kind of pushed the limits by going a bit into my Pathfinder stuff, since tabletop stories usually have to be kind of a part of a niche for. Granted, I do know plenty do enjoy that kind of thing, but most who do that usually kind of dedicate to it, and here I am just having my first experience through here. Pretty good so far, but also means, I don't know, I guess it's hard to tell what's supposed to be routine and what's kind of normal. I mean, our party has clashed a bit. The GM did joke that we've been clashing a lot more than his teams usually do, but it's not any of those "this is never going to work" type of clashes. It's more, I guess, I compare it to Archer, but I'm not sure if that show's still going on. It might be. I've been disconnected from it for a while, seeing some episodes here and there, but I don't know if it's still getting new ones. Actually, a better example might be Guardians of the Galaxy, because one, there's no outright animosity or hatred. It's just a matter of we don't always get along. Sometimes it does feel like this shouldn't work, and yet it is, which again would fit the Guardians of the Galaxy sort of theme here. Now think about it, we never did think of a team name, although we did figure out how leadership works. And I am phasing through this chest. Serious question, can anyone in chat see this right now, or am I also... Because I'm pretty sure I'm suffering from more blindness than just streamer blindness right now. Yeah, I can't even touch that chest anymore. Okay, there, now I did it. Yeah. Our group worked out the way leadership will work in that we don't really have an official team leader. We just kind of have whoever has the solution step up and take charge. It's kind of a crude way to go about it, but hey, it worked for a number of Super Sentai teams. Why can't it work for ours? My character may be a charisma caster, but they aren't exactly a people person, I can say that for sure. So the Oracle's usually the one doing negotiations. My character is better for, charitably, you'll say bluntness. I would say more threatening and bluff. But hey, it at least means complementary abilities. If one fails, the other can step in and take over, right? That's good. I hope. And I guess that is something else that's about our game that's a bit different from the norm. Rather than calculate experience from combat alone, the GM is leveling us based on certain milestones, as he put it. It's kept vague, and I imagine intentionally so, but it does mean that we have the option to complete a situation without fighting and still succeed. We actually haven't had that many fights in general, surprisingly. Sometimes I was convinced we were actually going to get it, but then it turns out we didn't. And make no mistake, he had combat stuff ready for us. We just happened to find some non-violent solutions somehow. Granted, there are some times we wish we could have just fought through. Like, I think I might have mentioned it during one of the previous streams, but at one point, some villagers had gotten captured and being sold, but in the particular area, the people who then enslaved the villagers had complete legal documents and such for it, and attempting to fight them as much as we wanted to would have just caused an incident that would have gotten us fired. And while some of the party members were fine with that, others, well, the whole reason that they came was to get the job in the first place, and that's a bit much to ask someone to give up, because, for the record, virtually none of them were anyone we knew personally. They were just civilians there. We were able to pool some money and just buy back some of them, but not very many, so I don't know. It certainly feels like an unsatisfying ending to that particular plot event, but I guess if you were to ask my character specifically, she'd say, hey, we came out of that place with more people of the captured townsfolk than we had going in, so it's not exactly a mission failure. And sheesh, almost 200k kills. I genuinely have no idea what's going on right now. I mean, legitimately, I cannot see a damn thing. Normally that requires, like, the solution or other things that completely cover the screen, but no. I just can't see a thing that's going on right now. All I know is I'm leveling ridiculously fast, getting a ton of cash. Well, I suppose if I'm going to be making this the run the stream ends on, it'll be a good one. But we still have a bit of time. I guess while I'm doing this, I'll take a look. Alright, well, looks like I have at least a couple people I can potentially raid afterward. There we go. I wish I had just a few more stories I could tell, but like I said, I'm not sure how deep I want to go into some of my characters' history when it hasn't been revealed to the rest of the team yet. I guess you could say it's one of those things where it's not exactly a secret per se, but it's not something she wants getting out, if that makes any sense. So, yeah, that's why she's not just voluntarily giving everything immediately. Although some of the party members have. The shifter was a former slave himself, and that's why he was all too eager to try and get those guys out. He was definitely willing to risk his job to save them, but he did admit that the others had a good point to avoid just jumping in guns blazing, especially since, well, we didn't know how well protected the place would even be. Hello, Panda. Welcome to stream. Or at least for what little can be seen of it. 3-day weekend? Ooh, nice. Lucky you. I've just been unlocking the last few things here in Vampire Survivors, talking a bit about my Pathfinder campaign, although putting a harsh cap on how much I'm willing to talk about it, since I don't think anybody from the group watches any of my streams, but at the same time, I figure it's probably best not risked. Plus, I don't know how interested people actually are in listening to that kind of story thing. I'm not exactly a story time streamer in most cases. But hey, at least after this, I can, I'll officially have everything unlocked in Vampire Survivors, so if I come back to it, I can just play whatever I'm in the mood for, rather than, hey, I still need to unlock this, so let's do it this way. I'm still a bit on the fence for the next main game I want to focus on, although I guess I could alternate between a couple if I want. I could probably use Integrated Strategies 3 or, again, Vampire Survivors here if I want a break from the usual. I mean, the reason I alternate is because back when I was doing, Legacy of the Duelist or Great Ace Attorney, some parts were a bit long, and that almost risks some burnout here. IS3 is kind of... Yeah, I haven't touched it yet. I've mostly been farming the event. The Rabbit team actually got pretty far. Or they got to, like, stage 6, which is better than they usually do, since they usually run out of steam around stage, 4 in most events. But, unfortunately, eventually the event starts forcing those Hitman silencer enemies on you. And the closest thing to a tank is Savage, and she is absolutely not a tank, so... Yeah. I don't have anything that can take hits from them, nor do I have enough damage output to kill them fast enough, especially since I can't break them. Anything? I'm afraid not. The only one I was able to successfully raise and get to M3 was Connie Plot. You know, the guaranteed one they added to the shop, so he couldn't avoid coming home. A shame, but I knew this would happen after Stainless cleaned out my resources, so yeah. In the end, I'm just going to save for Yado, I guess, and use them as my absolutely overpowered fast redeploy. You could use mine if needed. I appreciate it, but... Luckily, the game is not designed assuming you have the top tier units of everything, so... I'm pretty sure I can make do. In fact, I was actually kind of surprised to learn the boss of this event is not immune to stun effects, although he does seem to be... He's either the first or one of the first to be immune to levitation. I was surprised when Connie couldn't make him fly like he could the cars. But I will say, it was hilarious turning the cars into flying cars. Yeah, if he's that much fun to use, I'll probably stick with him, even though he's far from, you know... far from the best. There we are. Yeah, it's lagging so much I've got some input lag, which is also why it's hard to grab these chests. Ooh. Oh, 3 6 stars that many. That's lucky you. Candy box, huh? Alright, well this does mean I can get one more item and upgrade it, so... Let's see... What do I have that can be upgraded? If I want to be risky, I could try and go for the pentagram to upgrade with the crown. I'd go for the... That's a guaranteed screen wipe after all. Let's see here. I could also go for one of the items here, so... Actually, I should probably go for the, Laurel. Just because I have everything for it. So, yeah, Laurel it is. Where is that? Actually, no. Let's go with the Party Popper, since I never use that thing. It's dumb, but, you know, why not? I've been liking the comments in the event. So, I do like the general review stuff to see some more of each character's personality, although texts sound a bit weird. Sometimes I sound like Exusiai, or how we pronounce her name, and since she doesn't seem to have any, I'm guessing that the in-universe explanation is she's stealing her friend's account to post those reviews. Sheesh, level 350, over 250,000 kills, almost 200k cash. I'm betting Exu. Yeah, that's my thought too. That said, I don't like how you're limited just 2 a day, because if you're like me and end up accidentally choosing some of the later ones you unlock as your first ones, you basically can't... You have to hold off a good while before you can even get Vigil, and... Yeah, for better or for worse, I won't be able to raise him. I mean, I was constantly whining about how expensive Saga was prior to her upgrade, which was just 14, and without potentials, Vigil is 17 DP. That's way too expensive for someone intended to generate it. Ooh, Candy Box 2 Turbo. That means I get an upgraded weapon of my choice. Well then, let's see. What do I want? Vicious Hunger sounds like fun. Oh yeah, I ran out of LMD. Yeah, I know what you mean. For the first time in a while, I'm pretty low myself. Yeah, less than 2 minutes. Yeah, less than 2.5 minutes, and yet I'm already starting to get some... I have no idea what's going on. I don't know where I am. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, I'm completely lost. Backburn, unfortunately. It's kits. Yeah, Stainless, I'm only at M6. I want the full M9, but I just don't have the rocks for it, hence why I'm focusing on the rock farm stage. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. Doot. 2 minutes to go and we've won. Oh, you're right, the cats deal damage to me. I forgot. Feel nauseous. Yeah, I know what you mean. I've actually had the screen pretty much impossible to read since, you know, minute 16 or so, so that was, fun. I did a quick check, and it looks like Cozy Nero is still, he's still streaming Monster Hunter, so I'll probably, raid him after this ends, assuming he's still going. Now, if you're unfamiliar, he is an Eldritch Creature VTuber. No, he is an ordinary human VTuber with absolutely nothing to concern yourself about. Should be fun. But for the moment, we're going to go ahead and attempt to finish this off, because as you can see, I'm getting ridiculous frame rate lag. That's also slowing down the counter, because holy crap, ad came in clutch. Yeah, I should... On one hand, it's really nice that I'm probably gonna get 300k kills, but on the other hand, this is just impossible to parse exactly what's going on. I don't know where I am, I don't know what's happening, I don't know why I'm dying. This is just insane. Maybe I should have named this one Low Visibility in Vampire Survivors. So laggy time stopped, yeah. So basically we have more than a minute and a half, despite what the timer says, simply because the frame rate lag is resulting in that. I should not have grabbed the Vicious Hunger, because while it's getting me more money, it's also slowly killing me. I mean, I have a few revives thanks to the, Academy badge that I found, but... I just can't see or interact with anything because I have no idea where I am, what I'm doing, or what's going on. It was pretty bad before with the Soul Solution, but at least there I was invincible and it would go away after a few seconds. This is just not letting up. Come on. I'm not even hearing music anymore. I'm just hearing the cats meowing. You become OP. Oh yeah, like I said, this is definitely the kind of game where the devs want you to find whatever broken and absurdly overpowered combo you can. That's part of the fun, but that also results in, this. Come on. Worst part is, if I game over right here, it's gonna be very embarrassing. I was hoping to end tonight on a win, but if I end up dying from the cats or the enemies, because remember, I have basically all the curse items. That's just how it is, I suppose. Less than a minute, but I'm dead. Three, two, one. Wow. Actual, literally, 1 second to victory, and I run out of life because I have no idea what's even there. Yeah, really. Oh, well. Oh, that's ridiculous. We got almost 250,000 gold just from that. We killed almost 300,000 enemies. That's just insane. Yeah, but ultimately the problem was, I think what killed me in the end was picking the picking the cats, because that does actually damage you. Unfortunate, but that's how it goes sometimes. Hey, that's all secrets uncovered. Ah, there's a one missing, but I think that's the randomizer. Well, all the same, I think that's going to be all for tonight. I'm going to go and, let's see, as I mentioned, looks like, Nero's still going, so I'll go ahead and raid him. Right. He's currently playing Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, so should be fun. Right. That's going to be all for me. Be sure to give all the love to Cozy Nero, and until next time, thank you for watching, hope you had a good time, and I'll see you later.